Good day everyone and welcome to our presentation. As you can see on my screen, our presentation today is about the industrial interview that we have conducted recently. We are four of us, including me, and I am Puvinraj K. Sivasubramaniam.
I am Muhammad Amir Akmal bin Yaakob.
One
And I
of
am Norfana Ilmitun Azman.
one of my group mate is not able to do the presentation due to health issues, so he will do this presentation with our madam later. This is the table of content that we are going to present for today. So the first one is, lately we have conducted an industrial interview with an engineer, or also known as the section 8 of the department at Kasem S. Sendirian Berhad S site. The meeting was conducted on 23rd August around 12 noon via the Zoom meetings. There are plenty of advantages of an online interview, and the first one we could find is it is easier to conduct than face-to-face interviews. This is because for the online interviews, we don't need to book a meeting room, or we don't need to worry for any of the places. We just can create the invitation in the application, in the online applications, and just share the link with the others to make sure everyone in the meeting section. Next, the second one is able to conduct over a wider geographic scope or even globally. For an example, even in my group, we are all over Malaysia. Even in one of my group mate is from Sarawak. So this online platform was very helpful for us during this MCO time for our communication. The third one is the answers for questions are equally as valid as face-to-face interviews. All the questions we asked and the answers we received are very effective or effectively delivered to us without any obstacles, just like the face-to-face interview. The last one is it is more cost effective. Okay, we don't need to spend anything on this online interview sessions. We just need our devices such as laptops or mobile phones with a stable internet connection.
Okay, for the objective part, they have four objectives. First one, to find out how a fresh engineering graduate start their career to entering engineering scope industry. Second, to know about the skills and quality that needed by a professional engineer. Third, to know the challenge and how to overcome when have the problem. Fourth, to gain the knowledge about current situation of the company during this pandemic. So these all the objective part that we want to achieve. So next part, I will pass to Muiz. So this part is the Muiz part. Muiz will present to Madam separately.
Okay, for the interviewee profile, the person that we interview is Edmund Colin Desami. So you can contact regarding any internship or employment via his email, which is edmundk@karsem.com. Okay. For his early education, he started at SMK St. Michael Ipoh from Form 1 until Form 6. Then he pursued his study at Institute of Ipoh in Bachelor of Engineering Mechatronics. His lecturer encouraged him to take mechatronics because of his performance on creating robotics robot. Okay, then he pursued his study at Temasek Polytechnic Singapore, which is in the engineering management. For his career, then he appointed internship at the Panasonic Singapore. Then he continued his working experience at Equator Engineering Sdn Bhd as a material control engineer. For currently, he is the section of head of business unit 5 or BU5 at Karsem M. Sdn Bhd as site.
Okay, for the finding part is about the answer that we obtain from the question that we ask to the engineer that we interview. These are the sum of the question that we ask. First, the critical engineering skills and quality that you have learned in the past years. So the answer from the engineer was when he faced the failure during handle robotic project. This is because the engineer didn't follow the procedure or rules when handling the project. That's why he faced the failure. So as an engineer should follow the procedure, manual guide, and coordinating from senior engineer to handle this project. So next for the second question, how should he do to overcome the work stress? So the answer of the engineer was he do some physical exercise, for example like yoga, so that they can maintain healthy body and mind. Other than that, end up with family. This activity also will release their stress. Third question that we asked to the engineer was the way to start a career for a fresh graduate in the engineering field and advice for us to be a successful engineer. The first way from the engineer was be broad-minded and always willing to learn and apply it. Second, be a problem solver in order to overcome an issue. So as an engineer should be a problem solver when have the problem and solve that problem in professional way. And lastly, the advice from the engineer that we got for us to be a successful engineer, which is never underestimate your skills and continue learning new things for you to be next milestone from others. Okay, this was all the answer for some question that we asked to the interviewer. Next, I will pass to Ami to conclude.
Okay. For the conclusion, what we have obtained during the online interview was we can get to know the skills and quality that needed by a professional engineer, where he mentioned that an engineer has to be confident because of you have studied all the theory and apply it in the industrial. And the second one is that we gain the knowledge from the challenges of being an engineer. Thus, we can prepare to face it in the future. Third one is the follow the standard of procedure when performing any task in order to succeed. And the last point is be a creator, problem solver, and consistent in learning new things. Because an engineer also problem solver and we can learn new things about the things that we need to do. Okay, that's all from our teams. Thank you.
Just want to ask a question. Do you ask about his daily task? What does he do every day? What is because there's a mention of handling robotic project. Do you ask about that? Slide number 12.
Madam, I can't hear you, your voice.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now, people? Can you hear me now?
Can, madam?
Right. My question is, alright, can you go to slide number 12, please? Alright. Okay. He says that when he faced during handler robotic projects. Did you ask anything about this robotic project? How does he do it, or what is the kind of robot that he does? Was there any question on this?
Madam, the robot is actually
Huh.
it's like a robot because this company I was intern last time during my diploma for this under this company. So they have a robot, okay, where the robot can shift the things. Okay, let's say because madam, this company is quite big and they are having a several business unit from business unit 1 until business unit 5. So usually it is very hard for the the technicians or the operators to carry the objects from one BU to another BU. So they have invent a robot, and the project was under Mr. Edmund, the one who interview. So the robot can export the item from each BU, so it can automatically can run. Okay, it can automatically go to every place without anyone's control or like giving command like that. It can automatically can go anywhere it like.
Meaning that you do not ask how. Meaning that he is not involved in the design of the robot, is it?
No madam, actually he was involved, but now they have already several like 2 or 3 robots like that, so now they are no more implement the thing.
Right. Okay, but then you did not ask any question pertaining to how does the robot work?
No madam.
Right. Okay. So this is basically on going on the interviewing, how he does his work and things like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So thank you very much for your presentation. All right.
Thank
And
you madam.
can stay around to watch other presentation also. Right. But in the meantime, if you want to be off camera and have your breakfast while watching other presentation, also you may. Right?
Okay, thank you, Madam.
All right.
Thank you
All
madam.
right.
Thank you, madam.
So we'll wait for the second group to present.